Okay, so we have Caue, would you please take us home? I just don't in Portuguese, please.
Aí, Juan. Então, Juan, mas aí você fala em espanhol daqui por diante, qualquer coisa que você quiser. You speak in Spanish, anything that you want. Aí eu falo em português.
Okay, and
E
I just speak a little bit slow Portuguese, and I know all of us that don't know Portuguese can grab it. So we have a
Empieza
great guest
ahora a
today.
hablar espanhol. Dale. Pessoal, essa é a sala de café. O Juan e a Maria estão hoje aqui. E a Maria que vai se apresentar para o pessoal da sala de café do acompanha o canal. E, então vamos lá, Maria, Juan, qualquer coisa você interrompa e ask your question in Spanish, please.
Perfecto, lo voy a hacer.
Olá,
Adelante.
pessoal. Olá, Juan. Olá, Caue, tudo bem? Então, para quem não me conhece, meu nome é Maria Carmo. Eu vivo e respiro Cardano 24 horas por dia. Eu sou uma das co-founders de uma das maiores stake pools na Cardano em número de pessoas, com quase 12 mil delegadores, que é a Cardanistas. E, além disso, eu desenvolvo o trabalho da Lovelace Academy, que a gente já está entregando o módulo 6, né? Curso totalmente gratuito para quem quer aprender a programar na Cardano. Infelizmente, quando isso é uma proposta do Fundo 1, então nós estávamos extremamente focados na comunidade língua inglesa. Mas se houver voluntários que queiram traduzir os vídeos, tanto para espanhol como para inglês, a gente está, como que fala, nós aceitamos ajuda. Porque um dos trabalhos mais difíceis que tem de fazer, às vezes, claro que é criar o conteúdo e gravar e tal, mas a legenda ou a voice-over é um trabalho extremamente extenso e cansativo e levam muitas horas. O que mais que eu faço? Estou envolvida com a DeFi School também. Nós estamos aguardando os próximos protocolos de DeFi saírem, né? Saírem da testnet de irem para a mainnet, para que a gente possa fazer os vídeos explicando às pessoas um pouco sobre o DeFi da Cardano, como liquidity e outros protocolos, as DEXs e tal, como prover liquidez, como fazer farming, porque depois que você aprende o básico da Cardano, o natural é que você adentre outras esferas na comunidade, que pode ser a comunidade NFT, aonde tem trazido muita gente para a nossa comunidade, ainda bem, né? As pessoas são, só para vocês terem ideia, o grupo brasileiro hoje conta com 990 pessoas extremamente ativas todos os dias. Quando eu deixo 3 dias de responder lá no grupo, vira 1000 mensagens. Que mais? E participo aqui do Catalyst, quando eu posso, eu venho aqui, eu apoio, eu quero parabenizar, Juan, por abrir essa sala, nos convidar e permitir que nós estejamos aqui. Eu gostaria que mais e mais brasileiros falantes de língua falantes de língua portuguesa possam vir para essas salas, adentrar e possuir e pegar o local deles que existe aqui dentro do Catalyst. Eu sempre falo, na comunidade Cardano, existe uma Cardano para cada um. Se você for professor, não tem problema. Se você for advogado, não tem problema. Se você for biólogo, não sei, tem uma Cardano para cada um. Mas é importante que hajam esses espaços de voz, esses espaços que sejam acolhedores, né? Por isso que eu faço questão, até falei lá no comentário do Town Hall principal, que existe o Town Hall Brasil, né? Lá eles tomam tudo como a América Latina. Não tem problema, nós fazemos sim parte da América Latina. O problema é que a nossa língua é uma variante diferente. É a língua portuguesa e não a língua espanhola. Então, eu vejo que ainda falta público para o Catalyst Brasil, porque as pessoas precisam entender que nós agora estamos fazendo o Catalyst Brasil, que elas são muito bem-vindas e que possam fazer parte. Inclusive, eu faço parte com o Caue da maior parte das sessões. Quero parabenizar também o trabalho do Caue de abrir essas sessões, de disponibilizar tempo. Quero falar para vocês que a maior parte das coisas que a gente faz, nós fazemos como voluntário. Nós passamos de town hall, nós vamos, por exemplo, eu vou para dezenas de lives. Se vocês procurarem por aí, tem dezenas de lives. E esse é todo um trabalho voluntário que a gente faz, pelo amor que a gente tem, não só pela Cardano, mas eu faço por o que eu tenho pelos meus irmãos brasileiros, que precisam saber o que é Cardano, precisam se envolver com Cardano e, quem sabe, começar a sonhar com uma vida melhor. Hoje, o pobre, ele está sonhando no dia que ele vai comer carne. porque está tudo muito caro. E o que eu vejo no Catalyst, eu vejo oportunidade de modelos de negócios, oportunidade de financiamento de ideias, oportunidade de financiamento de sonhos. E é por isso que constantemente eu sempre volto para o Catalyst, porque é como o Charles fala, né? Tem a lagoa, tem o lago, tem o rio e tem o oceano. Vamos nos banhar no oceano.
Cardano Games, Miss Carmo. Faltou.
Cardano Games. O que você gostaria que eu falasse sobre esse assunto?
As plataformas que você teve envolvida, a geração de NFT, a pessoa que quer começar a explorar essa parte de games do Cardano, como que ela faz.
Entendi. Então, eu vou te falar do meu ponto de vista, porque eu vejo a comunidade como uma cebola de muitas camadas, e pode ser que uma outra pessoa dê uma outra opinião sobre o mesmo assunto, que são games. Eu, sinceramente, eu vejo os games como uma coisa disruptiva. Sabe por quê? Quando eu vou explicar para as pessoas o que é blockchain, todo mundo vira a cara e fala, é muito difícil, eu não consigo. Mas quando eu falo que um NFT vai dar a ele o poder de ser alguém no metaverso, quando eu falo para ele que o NFT é um ingresso num jogo que ele vai jogar, vai ganhar em ADA, vai transformar isso em real e vai pagar as contas, aí todo mundo presta atenção. Aí todo mundo fica feliz. E é interessante mesmo. Só tem que prestar atenção nos times, quem está construindo o quê. Mas eu vejo que se nós tivermos equipes locais, de times locais produzindo jogos e permitindo a criação dessa economia, eu vejo como uma porta a mais de abertura como que fala, a grande massa. E como você pode se envolver? Você pode se envolver com cornucópias, é um grande jogo que tem aí, é um metaverso, já teve vários mints, a pessoa pode ir lá no JPEG ou no Flipper e comprar de segunda mão, que a gente fala, de segunda mão, segundo comprador. Você pode começar a se inteirar de projetos que não mintaram ainda, mas que vão mintar, porque o interessante de você entrar nesses locais e fazer parte dessas comunidades é chegar primeiro, é ser um old guard. Quem chega primeiro bebe da água limpa. Então, pesquisa. Você tem Cardano Warriors, tem cornucópias, você tem Virtua, você tem Pávia. O que mais que você tem? Cardano Warriors. E tem outras formas também. Por exemplo, eu não sei se vocês conhecem, é um projeto brasileiro que deu muito certo, tem uma comunidade gigante que se chama Introverts. O negócio deles é comunidade, é estar junto, é olhar os detalhes, falar das coleções, chamar outras pessoas para fazerem coparticipação. Então, você vê, só nesse momentinho aqui, esses 2 segundinhos que eu estou falando de jogos, existe um universo inteiro. Então, existem várias formas de você adentrar a questão dos jogos. Agora, se você é um desenvolvedor e você quer desenvolver, você tanto pode desenvolver seu próprio jogo, ou você pode fazer parte desses times, que com certeza estão sempre contratando pessoas.
E eu que acabei de abrir minha carteira, como que eu tenho certeza que ela está segura, Miss Carmo?
Olha, eu vou começar pelo maior erro que as pessoas cometem, porque eu não quero que elas cometam o mesmo erro, que é tirar foto das palavras e deixar no celular, porque em um momento você vai ativar o serviço de nuvem. Essa imagem vai para a nuvem, me desculpe. Aí o hacker pode pegar essa imagem, pegar as suas palavras e tirar os fundos. Então, as suas palavras, existem outras carteiras mais seguras, inclusive, tem a Ledger, tem a Trezor. Mas se você tem uma carteira de palavras, nunca aponte uma câmera para essas palavras, deixe ela sempre segura. Faça a cópia em 2 vias e guarde em lugares seguros. Agora, se você tem uma grande quantidade de ADO, você é um grande investidor, eu particularmente indico que você tenha uma Ledger ou uma Trezor. E se você perguntar qual eu prefiro a Ledger, porque o suporte da Ledger é muito bom. Tudo que você precisa, eles respondem. Então, essa é a primeira dica. Não deixar tirar foto, não tirar print screen. Segundo, não deixar ninguém ver, não compartilhar. Agora, tem uma coisa que uma pessoa falou para mim muito interessante. Um pai de família, ele falou assim, olha, eu dei uma parte das palavras para uma pessoa da família e uma parte para outra, e elas não estão autorizadas a trocarem. Se algo acontecer comigo, elas vão se encontrar e dividir o conteúdo da carteira. O que também é uma coisa que a gente precisa pensar, porque a gente só pensa que vai estar aqui o tempo todo, né? E se não estivermos? Então, nós temos. Ai, passar. Então, é isso, até perdi a concentração, perdi o rebolado, Cauê. Vocês ficam aí com graça.
Ó, no
Então é
chat,
isso.
o Coisar perguntou se a Maria Carmo é solteira. Por isso que a gente está dando risada. E ela não vai
É isso.
responder. She said she's not
Então,
answering that, Coisar. I'm sorry.
ai, passar.
After,
Only you.
after, you can answer after, off the record.
On idea
Ok.
scale.
Ah, vocês, viu? Cauê, eu
Yeah.
respondi a pergunta de como deixar as palavras seguras.
Respondeu sim, Maria. Obrigado.
A outra coisa é o
E
seguinte, se eu só complementar a carteira, as pessoas pensam que a cripto está na carteira. A cripto ela não está na carteira, ela está na blockchain. A carteira é só uma interface para você ver as suas criptos. Agora vamos supor, se o herói não está funcionando por N motivos. O que você faz? Pega essas mesmas palavras, que podem ser 12, 15 e 24, e restaura numa outra carteira, qualquer carteira que você quiser. Carteira é de graça, você pode abrir quantas você quiser, não se preocupa com isso. Inclusive, enquanto você aprende a brincar, até indico que você abra uma carteira de brincadeira só para você olhar como funciona tudo. E depois que você estiver sabendo mais, você pode fazer uma carteira onde você vai colocar seus fundos. Inclusive, Cauê e Juan, eu estou terminando um curso básico de Cardano, que vai ser acoplado na plataforma do Cardano Feed, que são vídeos curtos de iniciação a plataformas da Cardano. Tipo, JPEG Store, como que vender um NFT, Ada Handle, como usar um Ada Handle quando eu vou mandar dinheiro para alguém. E claro, né, não pode faltar o básico, que é como abrir a carteira, restaurar a carteira, como trocar de pool, que mais? O que vocês possam imaginar, eu estou criando em língua inglesa para ir para esse curso básico de Cardano totalmente grátis para sempre. Foi fundado recebeu os fundos do Catalyst, eu recebi lá com o Otávio, e espero em breve fazer um curso desse em língua portuguesa. Eu tenho muito conteúdo, mas o conteúdo está disperso. E o que que acontece? Fica obsoleto muito rápido, né? Você vê, hoje a gente já tem a Lace. Eu não tive a oportunidade ainda de criar um tutorial sobre a Lace. Diz que tá uma maravilha, não sei se vocês já viram.
eu tive contato com a Lace foi no canal da IoD, que eles ficam eles pingam lá os roles. E aí eu vi, até brinquei na época da pré-produção. E de carteira que você recomendaria, Maria?
Olha, todos os meus tutoriais hoje, eles são feitos na Eterno, tá? A Eterno, ela tem uma interface muito limpa, muito organizada, você consegue ver os seus NFTs dentro da carteira, você consegue ver os seus tokens, você consegue, como que fala? Se eu não me engano, você consegue fazer múltiplas contas dentro da Eterno. Você pode ter uma Eterno com 24 contas dentro dela mesmo. Que mais? Está sempre funcionando. A minha Eterno nunca deixou de funcionar. Está sempre aqui. Eu já tive outras carteiras que não funcionaram, às vezes até no Mint de um NFT, ou às vezes até alguma coisa que eu queria fazer e não funcionava, mas a Eterno está sempre ali. Inclusive, você tem aquela função, eu não sei se você sabe, que você tem que tomar cuidado também. Quando a carteira atualiza, vai para outra versão, você tem que autorizar a carteira novamente no seu browser. Se você não tem as palavras, você não consegue autorizar, você perde acesso. É por isso que essas palavras é tipo a chave do cofre, nunca perca. Agora, tem uma forma de você ir lá nas funções da carteira e pedir que os dados fiquem de forma permanente. Aí, mesmo que atualize, a sua carteira não sai do seu browser. Eu tenho muita gente que vem falar comigo e fala assim, Maria, minha carteira sumiu, cadê minha carteira? E, na verdade, não é que sumiu, teve uma atualização e agora você precisa autorizar a carteira naquele browser de novo. Inclusive, tem um vídeo lá no meu canal sobre todas essas coisas que eu estou falando para vocês.
María, ¿nos puedes colocar tu canal en el chat, por favor? Tu canal en el chat. Además, quería mencionarte algo. Todo lo que nos has contado está muy relacionado con el trabajo que están haciendo Lucas y Roberto Meyen del grupo de Catalyst, perdón, del grupo de Gimba Labs, que es básicamente se llama Cardano sin tecnicismos o Cardano for Non-Technical People. Y creo que sería una conversación muy interesante, que sería genial que hablaras con ellos dos y cruzar ideas y crear algo bien interesante, porque la realidad es que, y a lo que vengo es a traer por el trabajo que está haciendo Gimba Labs con Project Based Learning. El programa de este año está espectacular. Ya en este momento estamos entrando a la segunda sección, que ya pasamos de outboarding y estamos empezando la segunda sección, que es trabajar un poquito más con resultados. Entonces, todo eso, todo lo que tú estás diciendo, nos estás contando que estás así, que has hecho, es antes tiene mucho que ver con lo que está haciendo el programa de PPBL 2023. Y está antes de eso, o sea, para que la gente se haga onboarding, ¿no? Sería genial que nos pudiéramos comunicar con Lucas y con Roberto para ¿no?
Claro, sem dúvida. Eu estou sempre colaborando com as pessoas, colaboro aqui com o Caue, ele mesmo pode falar, a gente está lá na Catalyst School Brasil, não é, Caue? Eu estou sempre aberta a ideias, eu estou sempre aberta a fazer as coisas. Às vezes tem um momento que eu estou mais ocupada, né, mais comprometida, aí eu falo para as pessoas, hoje eu não posso, mas assim que eu tenho um tempo livre, eu sempre faço o contato para que eu possa colaborar, porque o que é que acontece? Sendo professora de línguas, eu acho que a questão linguística de si, como que se fala? Se expandir, se expandir, se expandir. A revolução é para todos, não importa a língua, a religião, nada, é para todos. E é por isso que eu faço esse trabalho, porque eu identifiquei desde muito cedo que as pessoas não criavam vídeos sobre coisas básicas. Se cria vídeo sobre, por exemplo, Ouroboros. Quantos Ouroboros nós temos? Cada função que o Ouroboros faz, cada nova versão. Isso é extremamente importante. Mas para uma pessoa que está chegando agora, você começar a explicar pelo Ouroboros, você vai assustá-la. Nós já assustamos as pessoas falando blockchain, nós já assustamos as pessoas falando Cardano. Imagina você começar uma conversa como essa. E eu tenho tido uma resposta muito positiva a respeito do meu trabalho. Não sei se você sabe, na Cardanistas a gente tem uma live todos os domingos que dura 2 horas e meia. E a resposta que nós temos tido é que a forma como nós educamos, a forma como nós explicamos as coisas, faz com que as pessoas se sintam queridas, se sintam incluídas. Só para você ter ideia, a gente está quase em 200 lives. A gente tem mais live do que houve town hall até hoje. A gente já está quase em 200. Então, eu estou muito feliz de estar nessa comunidade, eu estou muito feliz de poder contribuir. E estamos aí. A gente não viu nada ainda. A gente tem a próxima onda, o próximo topo da Cardano por vir, e eu quero estar lá com vocês. É isso.
Buenísimo. Excelente, excelente, María. Creo que, bueno, primero démosle la bienvenida a Robert. Bienvenido, Robert. ¿Hablas español, portugués, inglés?
Não fala português.
Olá, tudo bem?
Fala inglês.
All I know is tudo bom, tudo bem. But I speak English.
Good,
So what are you guys
Well,
working on here?
Well, you're welcome as well, of course, and we all can share that. Actually, Maria is what she was telling us that she's besides being very enthusiastic about the catalyst, about Cardano, she is also a teacher for languages teacher. So yeah, super.
Excellent.
So tell us Go ahead, Maria.
So, Robert, nice to meet you. My name is
Pleasure.
Maria Carmo. I have been around Catalyst forever. I was here in Fund 1. I was just explaining how I am contributing to the community, because I am not very tech and I don't have university titles or masters or many degrees to show the community. Where I work is where nobody was working before, is in the basics, and the basics that nobody worried. We worried about the protocols, and we do need to learn about Ouroboros, but the guy starts coming here from the wallet, the creation of the wallet, and make the word safe, and then so on. So I go step by step with the things I'm doing. I am producing videos for the Cardano Fiji learning platform, is why I was explaining how I think the community and how I'll get involved, because I think there is a Cardano for everyone and anyone can contribute.
That sounds amazing, Maria. I'm really interested in hearing more about it, and to see if I can help you out as well. A little bit about myself is I'm the founder of schedulesite.com. And what I do is I provide scheduling media content for your calendar with one click. So if you have an amazing project like yours and it's planning to be released on a specific date and time, you want to market it and you want to have a lot of engagement with other individuals to use whatever you're producing. By virtue of creating this event on schedulesite.com, you allow your followers and your users to essentially add that event to their calendar with one click. And it's 100% free. It costs you nothing to participate with it. I'm the founder, and if you get in contact with me and say, hey, Robert, I've created an event that's starting, I don't know, let's say June 6th or what have you, and I would like you to publicize it for me, I'll be more than happy to put it on my front page carousel so my users can see exactly what you're doing and engage with it and add to their calendar. So by virtue of adding stuff to your calendar on my platform, you'll get a 7-day and a 24-hour reminder of whatever you schedule. So it re-engages with that user.
Robert, can you
Well,
put
this
the
is very
link?
cool.
Right.
Absolutely.
Can you put the link for your project in the chat, please?
Absolutely.
Super.
Sounds really cool, Robert. I'll follow up with you on that because I do have things to release. I am one of the co-founders of Lovelace Academy, 100% free course, Plutus Experience it's called. And I'm planning to have 2 free sessions with a live teacher taking questions from the public, and it will be very cool to manage it in the platform, and so everybody can get the reminders of when going to be this live. It will be MMA, more like.
Got it. Super.
Maria, one thing I would like to say is that's something that you can take advantage of, considering that you're planning to give something away to somebody. I have a feature on my platform where if you create an event in reference to what you're doing, as far as the teaching sessions are concerned, you can go ahead and create a promotional giveaway in relation to that event to say, hey, for the first, let's say for instance, the first 100 people to schedule this event, after you reach that threshold of 100, then we randomly select one of our users who have selected or scheduled your event as the winner. Then you get informed of who the winner is, and also the winner is also informed that he or she won, and then you would disseminate the prize to that individual, being a free teaching session, you know. So use that to your advantage to build more buzz, and because everybody loves something for free, you know, I mean, especially if it's something that's of value. But use your dates, use your times, use your freebies to engage and show and have people have more interest in what you're doing.
Thank you so much for coming to this room.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Super.
It's my pleasure. I'm just trying to provide as much value as possible to the Cardano community.
Excellent. How long you been in Cardano, Robert?
Okay, so there's two different scenarios we're talking about. As a holder of Cardano for years, as a member of the Catalyst community over the last 3 months. So
Oh, you
because
like
I
it?
was in, oh, it's great. I mean, first of all, I love the Cardano community in general because I may be a little bit biased, but I think this community has a higher sense of intelligence, you know, in this community. I mean, like the innovation,
Wow.
you know, I mean, I just, that's what I feel. You know, the conversations that I have with individuals who are part of this community is at a higher intellect, you know, as far as innovation, as far as implementation, future projects. It's just, and it's motivating because I'm a creator myself. And, you know, it's inspiring to be involved and be around individuals like that. So, yeah, I mean, so I also have this project that I've been working on, which is a Web 2.0 responsive website. And I've been contemplating, should I just, you know, create an application, a web regular 2.0 application, or go 3.0? Since I'm already in the crypto community, the Cardano community, and, you know, this is one of the safest, you know, strongest and most reliable blockchains, I decided to go ahead and do some more research and decide to try to build my application on the Cardano blockchain.
Super, super great. Yes, this is an awesome community, and this is, you know, I was thinking on what you said about the level of intelligence. I think it has to do because of the fact that all of us are innovators, and despite we are ready to learn, or teach. That's the other part of the equation. So yeah, for that you have to have a different mindset, you know, per se. And I think all of us qualify for that. Everybody that comes and knock Catalyst door or Cardano door, besides coins or besides value, has to do with something inside that is not, you know, it's not only leadership, but this desire to do the best for, you know, for the good of community, and that's very important. That's key. And I see that very well shown in Caue as well as Maria. Since I know them, I know Maria since Fund One, I guess. Yeah, only a little before, right, Maria? A little before, and I see, you know, what propels the action on people and on her and on Caue, and just talking about the people that we have here, and that's amazing to see how we are. I mean, people in this community is thinking about the good of the community instead of just thinking of themselves. You know, here we are in bear market, and we are here every single week and every single day working on this. There is a reason for that, you know.
Despite of anything, despite of price going up or down, despite of you're in loss, you still have to show up and say, here I am, what I can do to help, what I can do to contribute. And the community just hugs you and say, okay, let's have a talk. Just come and do what you know to do the best. It's what I like about the community. You know, I have been in other communities, and it's just cynical. It's just hard and tough. People are taking things out on people all the time and shots and stuff. Not that doesn't happen here. Sometimes it does. It's happened everywhere because we are people and we disagree sometimes. But I have the same feeling that the Cardano community is way nicer than any other one.
Yeah, I mean, because I think that essentially we understand that, yeah, you know, the technology is something that can, you know, produce a lot of money in the future, but it's not all about money. This technology can revolutionize industries, and you know, that's what's really exciting, you know, to be able to help other people and provide service and provide value to other individuals who are in the community. That's what I get out of it, you know, because by trade, I practice emergency medicine. So, you know, I by nature, I like to help people. And, you know, what I've noticed, you know, working 12-hour shifts in the emergency room is that I don't have a lot of time to myself And I realize it's not because I don't have a lot of time to myself. I haven't prioritized time to myself. You prioritize everything else, your school, your work, your family, your kids. But until you make a conscious decision to prioritize the things that you like to do, your interests, then you're not going to do it. So that's why I created this platform so people can go ahead and prioritize the things that they want to do by scheduling it, you know, and in turn help other people like Maria, like anybody else who has a project that they are passionate about, to get the word out and what they're doing so they can find a way into their people's schedule book as well, so they can re-engage with those users and have a greater chance of participation and engagement.
And Robert, you are not alone. Everybody in Cardano community are biased of the Cardano community itself. So
I think we're smarter, you know. Just, you know, between us, we're all friends here.
Well,
It's
you know,
just the level of questions is another level. You know, that's levels of conversation. You have gossips and you have masterminds. It's like we have a mastermind all the time. Every time I come to this room, is why I keep coming. Almost 3 years now. I go out with a new idea. I go out with fired up. I need to build all this stuff. I need to do more.
Right.
right.
Are you in Brazil now, Maria?
Yeah, that moment. At this moment, I'm in Brazil. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
What about you, Robert? Where are you?
Miami, Florida.
Oh, yeah, we're 40 minutes away. I'm in Weston.
Oh, there you go. We're neighbors
Oh,
practically.
good. We have to meet in one of these meets, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean,
Sure,
I
for
don't
sure. And
know
actually,
if
we should put together one, by the way.
we should do a town hall. I mean, because there are town halls popping up. I mean, I wouldn't be more than happy to go ahead and organize South Florida town hall. I mean,
course.
that would be great.
That's
You know,
a
bringing
great initiative.
developers, bringing NFT projects, you know, because that's what we need. We have the technology with Cardano. We have the stability. We have the reliability. We just need to bring more attention to the blockchain by bringing all of these, you know, innovative projects that are going to provide more value, you know, to the large population at hand, you know.
Right. I just stepped out of a meeting like an hour ago before town hall. We were discussing the GPT, which is part of the project for Plutus based learning, Plutus based learning with Gimbal Labs. And one of the things that I was thinking of is the importance of testing. You know, it's not a matter of making a lot of projects here and there and projects all over, and try to voice to people to come and learn about this and try to, you know, instead of that, I think we focus on testing, you know, and testing whatever it is already done and show that is proficient and it works well. I think that will be a way to out of the ordinary, a good way to say or to sell actually this technology to those who are still thinking in Web 2, you know. So in order to spark Web 3 is to show results. And the way to do it, I think, is nothing but testing. I mean, showing that is reliable, that is good, and there is nothing done in testing, not that much, because the thing is everything is being built, and so there is not much already put together to test. So yeah, I think the idea of having, I mean, many of the things that are happening now are great in terms of showing reliability, showing that the apps that are here in the market already are working well, and that will bring adoption by itself. You know, it's not by telling, but by showing. You know, that's kind of the idea. So yes,
I agree with you 100%, Juan. And you know, I think the barrier of entry for Web 2 developers to make that transition into Web 3, I think it's a fear factor that's there that's really unjustified, because it doesn't really take much for your Web 2.0 project to turn into a Web 3.0 project. You know, for instance, if you do a wallet connect, that in and of itself can kind of convert your project into a Web 3.0 project. If you go ahead and, if you can tokenize it, that'll be another way to do it. It doesn't really take much to be on chain from being off chain. And I think if people understand, the benefits of being able to be on chain and being able to tokenize your project and maintaining the value of what you're creating, I think that's going to be a greater value proposition for individuals who are planning to get involved with Cardano or just with cryptocurrency in general and blockchain technology.
100%. Yes. And I was referring specifically to, in my mind, I was thinking, I couldn't find the word, but I had to think. It was the decentralization index. That's a great concept that shows, something tangible. And show me what it is. Nobody knows about anything related to technology and to blockchain right now. Everybody thinks it's something in the air that nobody knows what it is and what it is. Yeah. So the centralization index will tell us exactly, how much of trustful is a project per se, because it will show how decentralized it is and how a community is ready to evolve to a different level, things like that. So I think it's amazing. And I think it has to do with testing, and I just kind of, think that it has to do also with the peace of mind of starting with the basis, Yeah. By the way, I have a question for Caue. Is that coffee? Yeah.
Guys, I have to
Yes.
go, okay? Was a pleasure.
Hey, Maria, what a nice to have you here. I
Thank
just
you
put
for
the
having the room.
I put the translation in Portuguese. I hope it's going to show up like that. The whole thing in Portuguese. Let's see. We are playing. We are experimenting here. Even what Robert said.
Bye-bye.
Anyway,
Bye,
bye.
Caue.
Nice to see you. Take care.
Ciao,
Thank you, Maria,
Maria.
for coming over.
See you
Ciao, ciao.
around.
See you.
So yes. Anyway, yeah. So Robert, so how long you been doing this project of calendar?
Schedule site. I've been working on it for approximately, I would say 5 years, 3 years in actual development, because I was going through a little trial and error, because by trade, obviously, I'm not a programmer, I'm not a coder, I'm not a computer science major. So I had to rely on individuals and,
how big is your team?
We have about 7 individuals right now. The CTO, I have a lead and secondary developer, project manager, COO, and data analytics specialist is part of my team right now. We don't have a white paper because we're planning to go ahead and provide this project as a Web 3.0 project, and we're planning to tokenize it later on, because the tokenization for this project is going to be amazing. And I can give you a little sneak peek if you want.
Sure.
So essentially,
that's what we're here for.
Exactly. So I've partnered up with major partnerships with Ticketmaster, StubHub, Live Nation, Fandango, and Eventbrite. And I've also tapped into their APIs and converted all of their scheduled events I've converted all of their events into scheduled events that you can add to your calendar, because they don't have that on their platform now, because we're individuals, we're humans first and foremost.
Right.
We have families, we have jobs, we have responsibilities. It takes nothing to buy a ticket, but what you really need to do is plan to attend these different events. You have to talk to your boss and say, hey, listen, can I get this day off? You have to talk to your mother to see if she can watch your kids. Talk to your friend to see if they can watch your dog. Planning to put all the stars in alignment, and then you buy the ticket. So having said that, I converted all of this information into scheduled events that you can add to your calendar. And I've also established affiliate partnerships to where if you buy a ticket through my platform, you can essentially, we're going to go ahead and get a commission. Now, right now, if you buy a ticket to a sporting event, a soccer game, a football game, whatever it is, you don't get anything for it. With our tokenization, we're planning to take a percentage of the proceeds and put it into the actual market cap of the actual token. So by virtue of doing that, you're supporting the blockchain, number one, because you're going to schedulesite.com. You're buying your tickets via schedulesite.com, and part of the proceeds are going to go into the actual market cap and possibly burning of the token, which is going to make it more valuable. Okay. So this is the value proposition, because I'm tapping into something that's going to happen regardless. People will still buy tickets. People will still attend events, but there's never been a project that can harness a portion of that energy and put it back into your pocket in a form of a token.
Got it.
Until schedulesite.com.
Good, super. Sounds amazing. Great. I'm going to review it. I'm going to take a look at that at the website and all that. Yeah, super. Caue, do you have anything else?
No, I think we covered that.
Super. Well,
I have one question for Robert.
Sure.
Robert, there are lots of apps, that sell baseball tickets and such.
Sure.
And they give some sort of cashback, and those points is an indirectly a competition, regardless. It's not on blockchain. It's a bank system or something.
Right. So essentially, the value proposition that I provide is one in which there's no limitations to what you can schedule. So it's not, I'm not focusing on movies. I'm not focusing on sporting events. I'm focusing on any and everything that can be scheduled. All of you need is a date and a time. It could be a convention. It could be a conference. It could be whatever, as long as it has a date and time. So it's the comprehensiveness of the type of content that I'm planning to provide, which is going to bring the value proposition, number one. Number two, by virtue of you getting rewards, right, you're supposed to use those rewards back into purchasing more tickets, okay, which is great. Don't get me wrong. However, we are in the crypto community because we understand that the dollar is devaluing, and then inflation is robbing you of the value of your currency that you currently possess. So you need to find a way to put your money into something that's going to maintain its value, or in best case scenario, increase the value of that currency or that token or that asset. Okay. So providing a deflationary amount of tokens, a fixed amount of tokens, and incorporating in a business that's harnessing the sales of tickets, it's going to be like a marriage made in heaven, because you're actually having an asset that you possess, and you're making money off of this asset by virtue of just doing things that you enjoy. That's a great value proposition to me. I don't know about you. What do you think?
Yes, I think it's great. It even can be measured. You can use it to be measured engagements and such things. And also in the long term, hopefully the token value will, besides the earning, the token absolute value will go up. That's what's expected. So it's a win-win-win, right?
Win-win-win situation, my friend. You said it. And that's what I spent all this time to developing, this win situation. I develop it from a simple question. How do I provide value? That's the basic fundamentals, first principles thinking and approach that I had when I started this project. And if I can provide value, I can just build upon that and provide even more and more value. And it's showing proof positive.
Very good. Fantastic. Loved it. Congratulations, Robert.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Hopefully you sign up and start a free account.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Definitely, you got two customers right here, two testers per se.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
yes. Anyway, yeah, I look forward to meet you personally, Robert. We are close by.
Definitely.
It's
I
a
left
matter
my
of,
email there. Contact me. We could probably organize a town hall, do something in South Florida. I don't know.
yeah, just remember that a meeting is two people. So let's start there.
That's it. That's it. And it starts from there and it just
I mean,
grows.
exactly.
You
And
know, what's
then,
interesting one is that there's a lot of people that don't really even know about Project Catalyst. They don't know that they can get funding for their projects, and these people have great gaming projects, NFT
Exactly.
projects. They have a bunch of things that could make the Cardano blockchain flourish. I
Exactly.
think if we have some sort of outreach to these individuals, it's going to be a really good experience,
Got it. Hey, Robert, by the way, do you know about Gimbal Labs?
Get my
Have you,
labs.
have you heard of Gimbal Labs?
No, I haven't.
Well, let me just do a little bit of introduction to that
Sure.
here, which is Gimbal Labs. Now Gimbal Labs is making a project called Plutus Project Based Learning 2023. The goal is to support people like ourselves to become contributors for real projects. This is what we are talking about. It's exactly what we are doing right now here, and what you're saying, what you're talking about. Okay, the course is mastery based, and you can move through different projects or different stages at your own pace, which is great. And the only thing you have to do, is sign up. The sign up, let me just put it on the chat, and take a look at that. It's a great opportunity to engage, and actually you can present your project in Playground, which is one of the areas that Gimbal Labs have. Let me put the website there also. Okay. I changed my computer, and this keyboard is different, so it's not helping me. Anyway, yeah, that's the gimbalabs.com is where you get all the information about the Gimbal Labs itself, and then the Plutus based learning is one of the projects that is happening right now. And then what it has basically is to get a start. We talk about basically 4 areas. It starts with adoption. Let me just look for the page, and I just show it to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually to share screen. What is my? There you go. Okay, now so the first area is onboarding, which are the module 100, and it's basically everything you need to get started from the beginning, knowing what about wallet is, how to connect a wallet, all those things are there. And then we are starting actually this weekend or this week with the module 200, which is building background knowledge. There we talk about different areas too, different aspects, more advanced. We're talking about the front end right now, exactly working about front end. Then specialize it is the module 300. How to build, how to do it. And then the module 400 is how can I contribute? How can I spread the word and then get my community bigger or make my project bigger and all that. So those are things that for us that are not technical people are awesome, because it tells you step by step from the beginning how to do it. And if you find that onboarding is even difficult because you don't have any technical skills, there is a group that is putting together a project called Cardano for non-technical people that teach the basics, 100% basics, and that connects with Plutus Based Learning. And then let's say on the getting started, these are the topics that are manage. Connect a wallet, get test data, how to get test data, how to keep your wallet safe, and get a PPL contributor token, which is actually the sign up. That contributor token is going to be used throughout the whole course from the beginning to the end. That's awesome. Actually, we are actually translating all this. Caue is part of the team for the Portuguese translation team. We are little by little. It's nothing that is going to be a commitment to do it as fast as possible. No, we are working on stages and putting things together. Then we go to the onboarding part, which is right the first smart contract, compile a validator, and Plutus core, and also the module number 2 is understanding the role of UPLC and on a decentralized application on Cardano. We also actually work with the meter, how the meter works, and also help us that are not technical people to breach the barrier of installing a node or installing an environment in our computers, because that is already there in the meter. The meter gives you all the tools for that. Then module number 4, lecture number 4 is how to do the Plutus development environment using Nix. Then we go to always succeed validator script, which is a smart contract, and also in Aiken, which is a different language, and then Plutus, and then the same in Plutus TS. So as you see, this takes you by hand, and the beauty of this is that we meet on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 14:30 UTC until 16:30 UTC every Tuesday, every Wednesday and Thursdays for training, for questions, for going over the things, and for presenting the new projects, the new parts. Okay, so after that we go to the build your first transaction. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I'm going to show you only. Yeah, you know, and then what you will learn with this course. Build a front end, which is exactly what we are doing right now. 3 ways to mint a token. NFT. Pause the project. Using Plutus validators. On-chain essentials in Plutus, as well as describing everything related to Aiken and option essentials. Introduction to technical testing and optimization. And last but not the least, introducing Andamio. Andamio is a huge project that has everything incorporated. And it's going to be, it's still in develop. It's not yet available to show, but it's in development right now. And this is what we have with Gimbal Labs PPVL 2023. The way to start again is just get started, and that's it. And you mint your token, and you start doing all related to learning about Cardano blockchain, everything related to it.
That is amazing, Juan. Thank you for that presentation. A quick question. I was wondering, do you have to be commissioned by Gimbal Labs or Cardano proper in order to like start a town hall or what have you? Or can you just start one day and say, hey, we're going to meet here this date and this time, you know, to talk about Cardano related projects? Or do you need to be commissioned to do so? Got it.
Well, actually, this is on Zoom. This happens on Zoom. Every you know, the site is 24/7, and you can work also asynchronically on it. Actually, we do asynchronically almost everything. Only certain times we develop. I mean, we do work on, as I said, Wednesdays and Thursdays. But yeah, nothing. You don't have any commitments. You just sign up, and you go to your own pace, whenever you have time. And you can put together a team, a group of a study group, which is a very effective way to go ahead with this, to advance on this. And we do have one study group that meets on Mondays. I think it's 18 UTC, 18:30 UTC, about 2:30 for us. And yeah, it's a great way to get involved, get involved. The thing is, I mean, this is so exciting that you can put all the time you want, all the time you possibly can, and get nothing out of it, and then get frustrated and get out of it. With this, you get involved with the whole thing. I mean, you learn the little things about blockchain, and you get excited and all that, and also you see more possibilities for your life. I think meaning is important, but meaning is important to have an essence on that. And I think this is a very great vehicle. And even for your project, it's actually interesting. Yeah. And as I said, you can present, let me just show you something. You can present your project in Playground. Let me just go there.
Robert, regarding the town hall, usually what they do, you can start your own whenever you feel like. But the recommendation is do not get the same time slot that another town hall from Catalyst, obviously, because the community likes to traffic between town halls. And once you set up a recurring date and you are decided that's going to be the date, you can go to catalystswarm.com, and they you send you in a form. You introduce your town hall, the goals and everything, the region, language is in the form, and then they will put that in the town hall slides in the week that the event's happening. So
and it doesn't have anything to do with Gimbal Labs. It's totally, different things. Media. But yeah, actually, this is the schedule for the Gimbal Labs programming on Mondays. Time 2 p.m. 18 UTC is the playground. If you wanna come over one day and take a next week per se, is going to be interesting because it's going to be Pierre is going to talk about GPT, and that will be interesting. And then after that, on Wednesdays again 10:30 and PBL live coding, and then smart contract validator. Those are the 5 scheduled programs or times that are for Gimbal Labs. Nothing related to town hall, but that.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask you, is there anything I can sign up to that I can receive alerts in reference to all of these amazing meetings?
Yes, you can do. Actually, one way is to go to gimballabs.com, and you can look for the way to sign up for I don't know what it is, but yeah, let's look. Let's look at the menu. You can go to let's see about us, dates, APIs.
PlutusPBL.io. Gimbal Labs.
Right, Gimbal Labs.
Get started. Okay. Onboarding.
One way could be going to the Discord. Let me just do the Discord link.
Yeah, because if I could sign up from that.
Right.
get alerts. Exactly.
Got it, got it.
One thing I would love to do is if you have like a CSV file, I can actually create those events on schedulesite.com so people can go to the platform and add those different events to their calendar and receive alerts for that as well.
Super.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Let me see whether I get that. Invite people. Let me just put the invite on. No, it has to be right there. Copy. There's the
Mhm.
invite. So let me put on the chat. Where am I?
Kimberlabs.com.
Here's the Gimbal Labs invite. I think it's good for how long? 7 days. Expires in 7 days. So just click that, get that Discord, and you'll start getting information. The first thing you'll get is a welcome from someone from the team. Possibly it's going to be James, who is the founder, one of the founders, and the main teacher, the main instructor, which is the one that created all this. And yeah, after that we go from there. And for I highly recommend to you to come and present at the playground.
I would love to do that.
Because what you're doing could be integrated with this very easy, and you will get all that community as well. I think it will be good.
Yeah, and that's the major plan, is just to, keep people informed so they're engaged. If you're informed and you're engaged, the community grows.
Right.
I mean, as great as Project Catalyst is, the problem is not too many people know about it. That's the problem. So if you don't know about something, it doesn't matter how good it is because nobody knows. So
Yeah.
anything I can do to go ahead and get the word out, re-engage, and have this proliferation of the Cardano blockchain and people getting involved with Catalyst, that's what I'm here to do. Having said that, Juan, I think it's a pleasure meeting you. I
Same
look forward
here.
to meeting you in person. And
let me just
please
stop the
keep me-
recording.
Yeah.
So thank you
keep
so
me
much,
posted.
Robert, for being
Mhm.
here with us. I appreciate very
Absolutely.
much your, and I apologize for interrupting, by the
No
way.
problem. No problem. It's fine. It's fine.
Anyway, we will get together for sure. And thank you all for coming and for watching this. Thanks.
Take care.
No, but don't leave yet.